this question I ask every year. Have your sons, our boys, grown in maturity? Have they changed? Have they been affected by the relationships they have formed? Have their relationships with their parents and siblings grown? Are they growing into fine men? Have they deepened their relationship with their own God? Have they done their best in their academic, cultural, social, spiritual and physical pursuits? Have they achieved their best in all aspects, not only of their schooling, but of their living? Like you, the parents, I would very much hope so. One needs a good education. At the end of the day, we can have the most supportive parents, the most dedicated teachers, and the best school in the world. And none of it will matter unless all of us will fulfil our responsibilities. Young men of Waverley College, unless we listen to our parents, grandparents, and pay attention to our teachers and put in the hard yards, in other words, carry out our responsibilities, we will not be successful. Each and every one of us, whether we are at school, at uni, at TAFE, at work or whatever, we need to do a lot of hard work if we wish to succeed. I wish to touch on this tonight, ever so briefly, with the young men at Waverley. And that is this: the responsibility each of you has for your own education. The operative word is responsibility. I want to start with the responsibility you have to yourself. Every single one of you has something you are good at. Every single one of you has something to offer. And you have a responsibility to yourself to discover what it is. That's the opportunity an education can provide. And no matter what you want to do with your life, I guarantee that you'll need an education to do it. You want to be a doctor or a teacher or a police officer. You want to be an architect, a lawyer or a member of the military. You are going to need a good education for every one of those careers. You cannot drop out of school and just drop into a good job. You have to work for it, train for it, and learn for it. Learning changes our perspectives, helps us understand the world around us, and opens our minds to incredible possibilities. Without learning, we would not be able to talk or write or walk. Learning is essential to living life to the full. Learning is often seen as a painful, laborious process, but perhaps that is because learning is often confused with studying. Studying is a method of getting facts into our memories so that we can pass our exams. It serves a very important purpose, of course, but is not usually very enjoyable. And this is not just important for your own life and your own future. What you make of your education will decide nothing less than the future of your community and country. What you learn in school today will determine how you can meet the challenges in the future. And young men, I ask you, will you be ready? You certainly will need the knowledge and problem-solving skills you learn in science and mathematics to cure diseases and to develop new energy technologies and to protect our environment. You'll need the insights and critical thinking skills you gain in history and social studies to fight poverty and homelessness, crime and discrimination, and hence make our community more fair and more free. You'll need the creativity and ingenuity you develop in all your classes to help the community to live better lives in the future. What do young people need today? I think what young people need today most to survive is knowing that they have meaningful connections, not only with their peers but also with their parents and other family members. It is an absolute unsubstantiated myth that young people want to separate from their families. For sure, teenagers do struggle with issues of identity and growth, and at times they push at us, that's the adults, or even push away from us. Certainly they wish to spend some time away from home and develop an individual sense of self, but they rarely wish to cut their ties. They rarely wish to be on their own and to separate. Most teenagers desperately need their parents, family and extended family, teachers and coaches, etc., to be there for them, stand firm for them, yet show flexibility. As adults, we should always be striving to walk in their shoes so that we know what it is like and hence be able to react appropriately to them. We have to give young people the opportunities to become more mature in the context of loving relationships. I'll jump around now. Refurbishment. The college continues